Well, hi everyone, Shaun Humphries here. Welcome to All Things Retirement. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about three main reasons why many people fail to achieve their financial goals, not just in retirement, but overall wealth planning goals. So I think you'll find this video very, very helpful. Now, if you're new to our channel, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss future content. We're posting all the time on various aspects of retirement income planning and overall wealth planning. And if you're within 5 years of retirement or maybe already retired, there's some free resources you can tap into. Go to the show notes, you'll find the links to those resources. So the first thing that I would talk about is really the fact that we are in this environment of information overwhelm. It's getting worse and worse and worse. So the sheer volume and content that's being created, and it creates problems around who do we trust? Where do we get information that we can act on, that we can count on being good quality information? On top of that, we're being influenced subconsciously by our families, our school connections, the press, church, community affiliations, TV friends, advertising, neighbors, radio. It's all around us. And what that can do sometimes is create lots of inertia, so we just don't make decisions. We don't make progress. It keeps us from, doing the things we need to be doing financially to achieve our financial goals. The next thing is there's cognitive and emotional bias. And what I mean by that is we follow the crowds often. We're like lemmings. If everyone's doing it, maybe that should be a signal to you that it may not be the best choice, or at least stop for a minute. Make sure you're doing your research to make sure that it's appropriate for your particular circumstances. We can be overconfident. We all have experiences. When we look back on our past, we've made decisions born out of overconfidence, but we didn't do proper research. And so make sure you're aware of that particular piece of the equation. Loss aversion is one of the most important areas to be aware of. Psychologists tell us that we weigh loss emotionally far greater than gain or the potential for gain. 1 unit of loss is worth basically 2 to 3 units of gain. We don't pay attention to gains, really. It's the losses we pay attention to. Look at your days or your weeks. A relatively small percentage of your day, it might be 2%, might be frustrations or negative things, and then most of your day is not too bad. But what do you focus on? That 2% can wreck the rest of your day. So we're just wired to do that as human beings. Family of origin. So does your family speak highly of business people and entrepreneurs, or do you think they're crooks and they've made their money because they're drug dealers? So that family of origin, a lot of it's subconscious, will influence our attitude towards money and get in the way of us achieving our financial goals, and sometimes we'll self-sabotage because of that. And you might be in an industry, biotech, technology, that's really flying. You're making amazing money, your share price is going up, and you think you should have everything in that area. The same thing applies for business owners and entrepreneurs. There's no doubt the best place typically they can put their money is in their business. The problem is, over time, it's prudent to begin diversifying away from the business a little bit just to protect you against downside. You don't want to be a year from retirement and all of a sudden the business goes under, or the business goes through a downturn, the share price goes through a downturn. So I'm not saying you shouldn't be excited and invest in your industry. You just want to become a little more aware and objective about managing the downside risks in those situations. So here we are. We're beginning to worry. So what happens with worry and anxiety is it reduces our cognition, and it makes us more reactive in terms of our planning. So when you look at all these factors, these are all emotional and subconscious drivers that get in the way of us making good quality financial decisions. Now, of course, the punchline here is the way you make better decisions is you make sure you've got some sort of coaching relationship to help you to become more objective. We get that in the area of health and wellness and, mental health areas. We should be doing the same thing in our finances. So if you are looking to work with a coach, or you're kind of interested in exploring the idea of how would a wealth coach help me make better decisions, again, go to the show notes for our video. There's some links back to our website. We'd love to start a conversation. Again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. Go to our show notes as well to check out the complimentary or free resources. You take care. Wishing you all the best in your retirement and overall wealth planning journey. Bye-bye.